Leith, vlak naast Edinburgh, is de geboorteplaats van Trainspotting. Ogenschijnlijk een gewoon burgerlijk Schots stadje. Niets aan de hand.
Welcome to the capital of the Western world. Sunny Leith. Are you watching? Catch me.
Hier werd schrijver Irving Welsh geboren en schreef hij op wat hij zag. Op straat, in kraakpanden en in het plaatselijke café. Havenstad waar de heroïne als olie door de kieren van de kade, afgetapt uit Afghanistan, binnenvloeide. Waar zijn de junks die toen de straten onveilig maakten? Verdwenen als rook uit een sigaret. De hippe film van toen is nu nostalgie, met een nieuwe generatie fans. Wekelijks worden toeristen rondgeleid door Leith en Edinburgh. Trainspotting, de tour, werd uitgedacht door havenpredikant Tim Bell. Tell me about the phenomenon of that book.
The book broke all the rules. Evan Welsh put his characters onto the page without any concessions to middle-class sensibilities or literary conventions. He broke all the rules in giving his, and it was quite punkish.
Do you think the film, in a sense, has tried to put structure in this chaos?
It's put some structure in, but it's picked up the energy and a lot of the chaos. And it puts problems without coming to good answers. The film doesn't come to any serious, composed conclusion about the use of heroin, except it does in a way, because in the opening shots, he's giving a rationale for using heroin. It's a consumer choice. And that's intellectually unassailable, really, because Mrs. Thatcher and the whole conservative ideology was that every individual has got a consumer choice. And he subverts that, of course, by saying, I've got the choice to take heroin.
Yes. You definitely didn't want to make a po-faced social drama of the book.
Well, we sort of felt that, you know, we'd had Christiana F., we'd had a lot. If you said you were making a film about drug users, let's be honest, if you meet real drug users, they're not exactly that interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's only interesting probably if you are the drug taker, and it's a pretty sordid thing. But this was more than just a film about drug users. This was also about the vitality of youth, and that's how some of them are able to survive it. But we really wanted to make a film that showed both sides of drug taking as well. You know, why people do it because it makes them feel good, and also then what happens to them. And we wanted to do that so it would engage an audience, not turn them off. Danny Boyle always used to say this, it's all about when you're young, you do absolutely anything. You think you're imperious, you know, you think nobody can affect you. You drink and smoke and sniff and all that stuff because you think you're strong and
immortal.
And immortal, exactly. And I think you've got to represent that, and I think everybody feels that.
What's the fucking score? The score is I'm looking after numero uno. What's your fucking problem? When did you go into social work? This is fucking different. I didn't care what's going on with you, mate. I really didn't. So you're Mr. fucking squeaky clean now, eh? No, but I didn't fuck over anybody else. Get out of my face. Tell us it wasn't you that turned Tommy onto Seeker in that crowd. His eyes were crystal clear and treacherous, untainted by conscience or compassion. He turned away and moved back over to Planet of the Apes.
Any of you thought about the title? What's your take on it?
Just that it's sort of like a Trainspotting. It doesn't really hurt anyone. It doesn't really do anything. Just like if you were an addict to drugs, like you're not necessarily hurting anyone because you're just hurting yourself.
Cool. That's...
Well,
what's yours?
At first I thought the association was to do Edinburgh Waverley because, you know, just being set in Edinburgh to do Waverley, but I actually know it's to do with this, it being the job centre used to be the train station. And that's, yeah, and
just
that's
around the corner, yeah.
Down the corner.
Yeah.
So that's why it's called Trainspotting.
That's the case.
I don't know how I kind of really saw it at first. It just seemed to be quite a... Because it was such a nerdy kind of thing, it just seemed to be quite a cool title for you know, for a book about kind of sort of drugs, kind of people living a hardcore drug lifestyle. So I've kind of rationalised it since then. Got all these ways that people have said, as you do, but again, the truth is, really, at the time when I was writing it, I just thought it sounded a bit of a cool title. Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck you. Isn't it?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Are there any discussions about the title? What does it mean for you?
For me, it was the analogy of train spotters and train spotting. In the UK, we have these people, I mean, early geeks, I guess they are, who go and stand on the railway track and write down the numbers of all the trains, and they're compulsive. And that's people that are compulsive in the same way that obviously people that are addicted to drugs are compulsive. So that was the link to me.
This is Tim. I was talking to you about.
Hello, nice to meet you.
I heard just a little bit about you from the guys.
I'm writing this book about train spotting, everything, all aspects of train spotting.
So you found some interesting new things to see?
Nobody's written about it from a Leith angle.
Right.
And that's so important.
Is it mainly about the book?
The more I'm drafting the film chapter at the moment.
Okay.
And I know far too much.
There's a lot about the film.
I know there is, and some of it's crap.
Of course.
Mine's good. One question.
Yeah, go on.
See the needle that goes into Renton's arm when they're shooting up?
Yes.
It goes in at exactly the midpoint of the running time. Is that an accident? It must be.
Goes into the midpoint?
The midpoint of the running time at 45 minutes.
I think it's just a coincidence.
Just
a coincidence.
Yes.
I
thought you couldn't have arranged that within the narrative.
No. That's the kind of thing that none of the rest of us know.
Het is 18 jaar geleden en de film komt op mij nu toch een beetje cartoonesk over. Voor maar £1,5 miljoen is dat knap gemaakt. Maar de decors zijn overstyled en de hoofdpersonages zijn net iets te hip gekleed voor de lowlife chunks die ze vertolken. Maar daar was het de makers waarschijnlijk ook om te doen. Want wat is de cheeky boodschap van Trainspotting? Drugs nemen kan ook fun zijn. En het normale leven, met zijn electric tin opener en zijn compact displayer. Ach ja, dat heeft toch ook iets niet?